The communication and alignment process is, first of all, focused on defining the communication plan. And the communication plan is obviously an important subset of the overall change management plan. And this communication should promote the project culture and awareness within the context of the culture of the overall organization. And effective communication is a significant contributor to project success. And again, when we talk about effective communication, we're not talking about just a monthly newsletter that tells everyone where we're at with the project. That's important, but what people really want to know and what's really going to determine how well people embrace the change is what the changes are specifically and what it means to them. And they're not thinking, what does this mean to the overall company? That's important, but what they're really thinking about is what does this mean to me as an AP clerk or as an engineer or as a customer service rep. I want to know exactly what my changes are, how I'm going to be affected, how my role and responsibility is going to change, and I want to understand that before you put me into training 30 days before I go live. I want to have that understanding. So when we talk about communication, we're talking about a lot more than just that basic minimum mass communication that most projects do focus on. And as we'll talk about here today, communicating consistently, frequently, and through multiple channels is critical. So I think, probably the most common, in fact, we did a survey on our website in the past and identified newsletters. Project newsletters were the most common employee communication vehicle out there. It was pretty overwhelming. Now, that's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is most companies kind of stop there. They think, well, if I do these newsletters and I keep telling people where we're at in the project and when we're going to go live and when they're going to get trained, why we're implementing the project, and we've kind of covered it. And that's important. I mean, don't get me wrong, that big picture view is important and that needs to happen. But it's that more grassroots targeted communication. That's really what kind of moves the needle organizationally to get people comfortable with the changes. And that's an area that most project teams don't understand or just don't have the time to focus on as they're going through their projects.